Hi everyone, it's Jen with Pins and Needles, and I'm here to show you some pretty awesome techniques on the Babylock Solaris. First thing I'm going to show you is how to use one of my favorite features, the Snowman sticker. This is really going to help you find the perfect placement for your design. And then I also have to show you, because it's the coolest thing on this machine, is how the projector has saved me time and time again from ruining or throwing away a project. So let's get started. Let's show you what this awesome machine can do. All right, first thing you're going to do is you're going to find the Snowman sticker that's in with your accessories on the Solaris. Now what I've done is I just stuck it on the sweatshirt. This is a little hoodie that we got on clearance that I'm going to put my hashtag CLE design on. So you put the sticker where you want the center of the design. We call it a snowman sticker because it looks like the little head goes up. He looks like a snowman. But you're going to line the crosshairs up with where you want the center. And then I have Perfect Stick stabilizer in my hoop. On the back of my sweatshirt, I've used 2 layers of no-show mesh fusible. That's the most important thing, is the fusible, because you don't want this to get all stretched out. The other thing you're going to need is a piece of water-soluble stabilizer, water-soluble topping for the top, because this does have a little bit of squish to it. So that'll just help lift the stitches up. So what I'm going to do now is just pop this in the machine. And don't forget to close that. Get everything flat. Make sure that you don't have, your sleeve tucked under there. That's always important on any embroidery machine. That's important to do. That hasn't changed. So now on the screen, you could see I've pulled up my design, and this is the design again that we created. It's on my USB stick. And I'm going to touch the layout button. Notice I'm all the way to the stitch out screen. If I touch the layout button, first thing I'm going to do is find the snowman sticker and tell the machine to find that sticker, because what it's going to do is put it exactly where I tell it. So I don't have to worry about hooping my sweatshirt straight. It could be crooked, doesn't matter. So now I'm going to hit scan, and you'll watch over here, it's going to actually scan using the camera to find that sticker. And it doesn't take it long either. Now see what happened here on the screen? It found the sticker, and it's now moving the needle to the center of that sticker. So now my design is perfectly placed. And if you could tell on the screen, see how the design is slightly crooked? It's because I didn't hoop this straight. So it no longer matters if you're hooping straight. Now I'm going to hit OK. It told me to remove the sticker, so let's do what it says. Otherwise, you're going to sew right through it. Now I'm going to show you the awesome feature, okay? This is a projector, so if you want to test your stitching, see what it's going to look like before you stitch it out, I'm going to turn on my projector. But the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to show you this for a reason. See all this lighting the Solaris has? It's so bright. It can be very hard to see the projection lights on this machine. Just like if you're at an event in our store, we turn off the lights so that you guys can see the screen. That's what I'm doing here. I'm going to go into the settings page, and on page 4, I'm going to turn my light off. See, it just went dark over here. So now I'm going to hit this button here as my projector button. I can turn my projector on, and you're going to see how bright that is. Give it a second. And that's what it's going to look like. Hashtag Cleveland. Now see, you can only see the CLE. If I slide the projector over, you could see the rest of it. This is a 5x7 projection field, but you can pan around and double check. You can even rotate the design if you're not quite happy with it. But I'm going to hit OK, and now we're ready to sew. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here. What you do want to do is use that water-soluble topping. Don't forget to do that. I'm going to turn the lights back on so you can see what's going on. Now I can just lower the presser foot and hit start. So this is a great tool. You can use the projector for a lot of different reasons. I use it most of the time just to double check my placement. You know, if you want to arc along a curve, or maybe you have a shirt that has a logo on it and you have to add somebody's name to it, you know, that's hard to line up. With the projector, it makes it simple. All I have to do is shine it down on the shirt and I can make sure that it's straight from there. But this design is fabulous. You can actually stitch it out on a knit beanie. So we've done it on the beanie here. And same thing, we used 2 layers of no-show mesh fusible, and we used a water-soluble topping, and we also used a tearaway because this is a little bit more stretchy and thick. All right, so now I got to change color, and I wanted to show you real quick how awesome this machine is to thread. Okay, if you haven't seen this, pay attention. So it's all labeled on here how to thread it. I'm going to follow the solid lines. 1 is under that little metal bar, 2 is up and around, 3 is here underneath, 4 is up and around your take-up lever, 5 is straight down. And then 6 is all the way down here. So it's just a little thread guide. You got to clip it in. Now if you follow the picture, see it says 7. I'm going to go here, keeping that taut, and then I'm going to cut it on the side. So I actually cut the thread. Now there's a button on the front of the machine. I'm going to push it, but you watch down here. Ready? This is like the best feature ever. And then you say thank you. Thank you, machine, for threading my needle. So now I'm going to lower the presser foot and hit start. We'll let that red stitch out, and I'll show you what we did. Pretty excited. Okay, looks like we're done, so let's get this out of here so you can see what happened. I'm going to show you a really cool trick because this is the sticky stabilizer, and I know it costs more, but I use it all the time because I don't like to hoop thick things like this or towels or jackets. So I use my sticky stabilizer here. If you're really careful, when you pull it out, what's going to happen is you're just going to tear off what's behind your stitching, and you'll have a little hole left in your hoop that you can then actually patch with another piece of stabilizer. So then I could just cut a piece of perfect stick that big, stick it on top, flatten that out. And you can reuse this, and I won't have to cut this big piece anymore. All right, so let's see what happened here. I'm going to turn this around. And it looks pretty good. Perfectly straight. Oh, except look at what I did. I took it out before the hashtag. I forgot about the hashtag. So now I'm going to have to put that back in. Now, would you be able to do this on your sewing machine? Would you be able to rehoop this and line that hashtag up perfectly? I bet you it would be hard, but here I'm going to show you why this projector is so awesome. So I'm going to stick my design back, or my sweatshirt back in my hoop. And you see I didn't get it straight. It's not perfect, but we're going to slide this back in the machine. Now, one thing you will have to do is you will have to go backtrack and go back to the beginning of the design for this to work. But again, this is where the projector comes in handy. If you might have a camera on your machine. I'll tell you this projector is even more precise. All right, so I'm going to go down here on the screen to the needle plus minus button and go to stitch 0. That's going to take us back to the beginning. Okay, so now I'm going to, again, I want to turn my lights off, because I'm going to use the projector. So I'm going to go up to settings, and on page 4, I'm going to turn my light off. You don't have to do this. It's just I'm doing it so you guys can really get a good picture on screen. This is my projector button. Hit the projector to turn that on. And you'll see, so you can see now how it has popped up. I'm going to move this over. So I can see where the CLE is on my screen. I can see where it is on my fabric here. Now I could, because this is sticky stabilizer, I can line this up just like this. See how I did that? It's pretty cool, huh? Can you do that on your machine? Now, or what I could have done is I could have moved it on my screen. I could have moved the design to match where I hooped it. But when you use sticky stabilizer, it makes it super easy. Now you can see how this is slightly crooked. So I can just flatten that out and we're good to go. So now I'm going to advance my stitches. I don't need to stitch the blue. I don't need to stitch all of the red. I'm going to have to jump ahead here. So I'm just advancing through the red part of the CLE. And once I get to the hashtag, dude, apparently this is a lot more stitches than I thought I hit. All right, let's go back a few. All right, there's the beginning. You see, now we're at the beginning of the hashtag. So I'm going to just put this back down on the stabilizer. I've got a little piece of water-soluble topping that I can use on here, and I can go ahead and stitch that out. So having this projector built into the machine, I mean, it has so many great uses. You know, there's several times that I've been stitching and my project does fall out of the hoop for whatever reason. You know, maybe it's too thick, maybe I didn't tighten it enough, maybe I pulled it by accident, or maybe I did what I just did now and took it out too early because I wasn't paying attention. Whatever the case is, having the projector definitely saves your ass. So if you're interested, give us a call about the Solaris. We've got some really good deals on it, and we'd love to talk to you. We've got great buys. You're getting a fantastic package with this machine right now, but we only have a few, so give us a call. Okay, now we're done. So now I will take this out again, carefully rip this, and I have finished my design. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video on using the projector on the Babylock Solaris. It is by far a superior machine, and it really, really helps me complete the projects that I want to give to friends and family. If you're interested in getting one, we have some available with an awesome package. We are taking trade-ins, so please give us a call at any one of our stores.